Hello, hello. Hi, how are you all doing? So this is the third day, the third video that I am making, and just flicking through my book, Rosa's Choice, Healing the Wounds of the Mother, a journey into the world of Spirit Baby and how we can build a new earth together. I launched, this book was published a year on Friday, so I just committed to showing up for the whole week and flicking through the book. I often use the book as an oracle for myself and for my clients, and there's always a message that's relevant from the Spirit Baby realm and from my Spirit Baby mentor, Rosa. So the first message on Monday was the really important topic of termination. If you wanted to go back and look at that, you know, really present in the moment around, you know, women's choices, and you know, this Rosa's Choice offers a perspective from the babies. How do they feel about it? How do they see it? And you know, they have a choice as well, and pretty much know what the outcome is going to be. So you're in it with your babies, not, you know, they're not victims by any stretch of the imagination. So I hope that was really helpful and inspiring for those of you who needed to hear that message or were interested in that perspective of termination from the Spirit Babies. Yesterday the message was more kind of universal, what's happening in the world, all the, you know, massive amounts of light that's coming in, and you know, how that's affecting our bodies, how that's affecting our DNA, and you know, really releasing those seals, if you like, those lids off of all that we are, so we can become who we already are, really connected with ourselves, really knowing and releasing those veils. And what Spirit have often said, that, you know, evil is like veil, what is evil is the veils that have been put over us, or we've chosen to have for various reasons, so we can't see all of who we are or feel all of who we are. So that was yesterday's message. So today is Wednesday, and I will be flicking through this book in a second and seeing what the message is today from Rosa, from the Spirit Baby world. Okay. Okay, so if you have my book, it's page 136 and 137 that I've flicked through today, and this is Rosa's message with a request from the future babies. So let's see what she has to say. So this feels like I'm just trying to I mean, I'll read it through. So this really feels like, for those of you who have experienced loss or who are still waiting to conceive, who are struggling to conceive, and you know, recent messages from them, we feel like we're in waiting, and we're waiting, W-A-I-T, and what they said is to change wait from weight, W-E-I-G-H-T, weight down your creations, weighting down the energy, so bringing weight to your you know, to your creations, whatever you're creating, whatever you're manifesting. So, you know, they've said that if it's coming from the heart, not from the head, you know, we might think we know what we want, but it's our heart's desires, and if it's coming from the heart, then it's yours, it belongs to you, and it's then weighting down that energy to you know, once it's conceived, lots going on in the background, and this book is very much behind the scenes of what happens before conception. And you know, it's weighting down that energy to become matter. So let me read this message from Rosa. Rosa's message with a request from the future babies. Do not fear, my little ones, for your little ones are with me, and they are well. There are many, many baby spirits here with me. I wish to let you know that all is well, that your loss is part of a grand plan that is yet to be revealed to you. Do not fear, because it will be when the time is right. There are many, many babies here waiting for you to bring them into form, waiting to be welcomed, waiting to be loved, waiting for you to show yourselves as the true parents you are, parents who will love, honor, and respect them for the spirits they are. My message is, do not fear, for if you feel them in your space, or you feel you are a mum already, then this is indeed the case. for they are with you and letting you know that. Trust that, believe that, no matter what is going on for you, for they are here, of that I assure you. They are playing and they are gathering and they are waiting. So decide now whether it is them that you truly want, or whether there is something stopping you from welcoming them in. They are asking that you are a pure soul who needs only to give and receive love from them, and who will not allow them to succeed in their own tasks, and perhaps not the ones you wished them to succeed in. Maybe some will be doctors and lawyers, but there may also be some who simply wish to live their lives with a more quiet introspection that will change the way the world is done. It is important not to hold any expectations of the when or the how or the who. It is only important to feel their love and allow them to do the rest. For they know what they want. They know what they are here to do. What we must do is allow them that freedom and that choice in order that their wishes may be fulfilled. I cannot say this enough or more clearly. They have their own paths that you must agree to in order for them to agree and feel comfortable coming to you. It is unconditional love that is needed here, and for that to take place you must first look to the love that you feel for yourself. For without this love of yourself, how will you be able to show them the way? For all they know now will be locked inside. Your role is to help them find the key to unveil and unravel to them their very essence and their very heart and the very truth of themselves, in order that they may shine and reveal to themselves what they are here for. And this message is to all parents, whether they are with child, have child, or wish to be with child. See your essence, and you will help them to see theirs. And so it is with my blessings, and the blessings and wishes of your babies here in spirit. Okay, so a lot in that message, and you know, for some that might be quite triggering. Sorry, the geese in the park having a little moment. It might be quite triggering. You're like, no, of course I want my babies. That's all. You know, every ounce of your being is wanting to meet your child, and that's not what the message is saying. It's looking to love yours, and you don't have to be pure. You don't have to be, you know, this perfect being. You already are you already are perfect, and you're perfect for your babies just the way you are. What they're saying is that your babies see you as love. They see you as pure, and often, you know, this is the hardest thing for us, is to see ourselves as love, to see ourselves as pure and perfect. And you know, they're asking us to kind of really look within and feel into, well, where don't I love myself? Where am I not being kind to myself? Where am I not being my best self to myself? And one of their consistent messages is find us. So this isn't, if you're waiting to conceive or if you've experienced a loss, they're not, it's not a punishment. It's got nothing to do with deserving. It's the absolute opposite of that. They see you as pure love. They see you as you are, and what they're asking is for you to see yourself as they see you, which is love, which is perfection. I mean, we're already perfect. You know, we're already the perfection we seek. We just have lots of wounds and hurts and experiences underneath that kind of stop us from seeing that. And so, you know, we don't have to be perfect. We already are. It's just looking at those little tweaks. Where am I? You know, where am I hurt? Looking at your hurts and hugging those hurts, loving those hurts. They're part of you. And obviously the book goes into more around that I'm making sense of right now. One of the other comments that was in that story is that they are allowed to live as they choose to. Like, we can often project our own wishes and dreams, and you know, the world is definitely changing, and you know, certainly the women and the couples that I work with, you know, they don't have that, I want my baby to be this, and this is what I want them to achieve. You know, this is not what they're at. They just want their babies to be who they are, and this is all the babies ask. Just let us be who we are. Remind us that we are this incredible soul who's been on this huge journey to come into form, with a miracle, as you are, as you went through that process and chose your soul plan and chose your parents and chose your life. So yes, this kind of old-fashioned projection that only putting them into the best schools and all of that stuff, and that's fine, but it's like, just allow them their voice, allow them to be them, and you're there to guide them, to help them grow into all they are. What else was that message saying that's coming to mind? I can't remember now, and I've lost the page. What did I say? 137. If you have the book, message from the future babies, and just this beautiful. I mean, like 2 years ago, I had this image of just the sky filled with babies. They really are around, and that first connection, or that first thought of I want to be a mum, is that first connection you have with your baby, and that might happen when you're really young. But it's that kind of, for some babies that might be, okay, they're ready, I'm in. And for other babies, it might be the start of their own process, and they're going through a process before they arrive as well. So what was really important in that is that message, not the how, the where, not the how and the when. That's what I was getting to, this sense of control. And this is really hard. Like, how are we not going to be asking those questions? Well, how? When is this going to happen? I've been waiting for years, some of you, years and years. When is this going to happen? And what they showed me the other day was to just this cord of light. If the only thing you can trust, because let's face it, trust, because everything is so uncertain. This cord, this golden cord, that you're connected to them, if you can just trust in your connection to your baby without any expectations of what that might look like, but know you are connected, then it kind of opens up this stream, this channel of energy that allows for the rest, in whatever path you're on to take. There was something else coming into my mind then around that. Oh, the control. So what they've shown me about control, and we've all been there, well, when? It's not this month, when? And it's this like absolute roller coaster, really, so challenging journey. And what the babies show me is that when we have that really intense control energy, it's like a force field around your energy field, and it's not like they can't get in through that, because they can, but it just makes it a little bit harder, a little bit more dense when we kind of control them, because what they said is, it's like, you don't trust us to know what we're doing. So it's really flipping that idea that your babies are really with you on this. It's not all down to you, and to flip that sense of trust around, like, okay, I trust, like, once you've got your connection, find your connection. It's there. If you've had that thought of being a mom, that connection is there. So find ways to strengthen that connection and just have trust in that connection. And this whole control thing, impossible it feels, I know, but just see it as like, oh, is this creating a force field? Okay, so I have my connection, and do I trust my baby? Do I trust myself? Do I trust my baby? What's in the way of that? What wound is in the way? Is it I don't trust myself? Why is that? But your babies are saying, can you trust in us? When we try and control our conception journey, they don't feel this, but this is how they say in our human terms is what it's like, is that they don't trust, we don't trust them, because we're trying to take their choice away by controlling the timing of it. So it's a pretty big concept, and there's, it's just to have in the back of your mind, okay, do I trust my baby? And the whole experience might have led you to not believe in that, and find that really hard. So just coming back to basics, coming back to that connection. All you need is that connection, simple connection with them, and build from there. Okay, so no pressure on yourself as much as possible. Again, I know that feels impossible, but you're in it with your babies. You have this connection with them. Start there, just start there. Okay, and there was something else coming through around that. yeah, no, it's gone. Maybe that's enough for today. If you know me, I could go on and on about this for for ages, which is probably why I've written a book about it. Okay, so let me just see if there's anything else coming up. Trust that, believe that, no matter what is going on for you, for they are here, of that I assure you. They are playing, they are gathering, and they are waiting. So decide now whether it is them you truly want, or whether there is something stopping you from welcoming them. And this feels like really triggering. It's like, of course I want them. I think I was mentioning that before. But things that can get in the way of that you don't know about, that's not in your conscious mind, is your own birth story. Is there fear around giving birth? This can really hold your body in fear of, well, if I went through that and it was so scary, then your body will go into contraction. We hold on to these traumas all the way from our own time in the womb. Other things that can, your relationship with your mom in particular, your experiences as a child. Was it safe? Did you feel safe as a baby? Did you feel safe as a child? And if you didn't feel safe, then do you feel like a safe home? Do you feel like your baby's going to be safe? This is really, big concepts, but these are concepts that we absolutely are not, innately have these gifts to, to work through those, to see where our wounds are and what might be holding us back, what might our bodies and our unconscious mind, which is so powerful, like 95% of everything you do, think, is in this kind of program at the back of your mind, this subconscious program that you often don't know is there. So really just being curious and kind to yourself about how you felt about your own time as a baby, as a child, your relationship with your mother, and is that something that is really worthwhile looking at for you to feel more free and more safe in your body and in yourself, but especially if you're in conception as well, to to really look at that question. Am I safe? Do I really feel safe to have to welcome another child? And just one last thing on that energy, we're so trained into achieving, and if we do this we get this, and if we try really hard then that's when we'll be rewarded. And conception energy is like totally not achievement energy. That's very masculine, very a patriarchal way of looking at the world. And in the message it said, all the babies need is for you to allow. So conception is receiving energy. How are you on receiving? How comfortable are you receiving? Welcoming, inviting, allowing. And one mum I was working with was saying, just asked her baby the question when we were in a spirit baby reading, and she wanted to ask the question to her baby, well, what else do I need to do? What do I need to do? And the baby simply said, you're offering me life. What else is there to do? And it really just, so simple, just cut through everything that our minds and everything can flip out into. What else is there to do but to allow them and offer them life? So kind of, anything in the way of that receiving, offering, that's what we're being asked to look at by them, not because we're not good enough, not because we're not already perfect for them, but they see you as in a much higher version than you see yourself, and they are just trying to help lift you into that higher version of who you are. So working with your babies, being with your babies. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. Just to mention that I'm bringing Rosa's Choice more to life, as in person. So obviously I'm doing one-to-one sessions with anyone to support them on their conception journey, also on their soul journey through soul plan readings and things, spirit baby readings, and I'm bringing it to life by in person running a retreat with my gorgeous friend Alison Shallow, who also a spirit baby medium and fellow author with the Unbound Press, and we're running a day retreat in Glastonbury at Chalice Well Gardens. Absolutely stunning location, so healing, so beautiful, and it's opening the gateway to conception. So we'll literally be walking through the gateway into conception energy on the day, and lots of beautiful things happening there. So please do check that out on my link tree, on my link in bio. And maybe after I post, I'll do another post about that. I'll put a link below or something to that. If you want more information, just please message me. Yeah, and I think that's it. Okay, so sending you all lots of love. Please know how magnificent you are, so much more than you've ever been told. You totally have this, you're not alone, and your babies are with you. Okay, lots and lots of love. Take care. Bye.